Hello, it's me, Amber, again. I'm going to be going over the lesson plans for October 26th through October 30th. The lesson plans for this week are going to be super fun. They're going to be more Halloween related, or pumpkin related, I should say, than anything. So with that being said, I'm going to get going on our lesson plans. So for Monday, we're going to start off with prayer, flag salute, calendar, and story are going to be linked in the description below. Next is going to be Count on Me, where I'll have the Matman song linked in the description below, and it's going to be build Matman, and again work on that body part, or work on having their humans have a body. Next is going to be hide and peek. What you're going to do is you're going to use those 4 squares, more squares, and you're going to cover them up, and then you're going to lift it up and be like, okay, how many do you see? Tell me quickly. And then you're going to cover them up, and then they're going to count how many they saw. Next is going to be the Bible story coloring page, and it's going to be on Samson. I'll have a Bible story linked in the description below. Next is for language and literacy. That's going to be making sentences. So with this, you're going to need different colored paper or different colored pens, something to distinguish each different word. So you're going to say, today we are going to build sentences. We are going to build a sentence with words, but I need your help. We will build a sentence together. The first word is we, and you're going to write that in all caps. And then the next word is like, and then you're going to write that in all caps. And then the final word is, and then you're going to fill in the blank. So, and they can help you fill in the blank. So this could be crayons, milk, food, etc., anything that kind of comes to mind. And you're going to do that on a completely separate sheet of paper. Remember, write in all caps. Next is going to be on Tuesday. This is going to be prayer, flag salute, calendar, story. Calendar and story are going to be linked in the description below. Next is going to be I Know My Numbers booklet. It looks like this. This is going to take 2 weeks to go through. So I recommend always start with a smiley face, drag down. So what's going to happen is they'll get to pick their favorite crayon of the day or whatever. And I recommend doing 1 page a day. I did not put this on the rest of the lesson plans because if you do just like 1 page a day, then we're good to go. So that means you're practicing writing the ones. Then on Wednesday, you would practice writing the 1 and 1, and then they would color the egg, color the chick. I always ask them to try to color as nicely as possible on this, and try to stay in the lines as much as possible. This will encourage fine motor skills and that fine hand movement that comes with it. The next is going to be use your noodle. So you're going to need 3 different types of noodles. I know a lot of people have different types of noodles at their house, so that's what I'm hoping you have. So an example of this would be like fettuccine, spaghetti, rigatoni, manicotti, ziti, farfalle, farfalle. I can't say that new type of noodle. I wrote it down though. And then you'll say, today we'll play a game with long and short noodles, and then you're going to place the noodles all together. You're going to place them at the ends so that they are able to measure like how tall they are. And you're going to go, this noodle is long. I know it is long because it sticks out further than the other noodle. This noodle is short. And then from there, the goal is going to be comparing noodles. So then you'll take 2 noodles and be like, which one is tall? Which one is the longer noodle? And then they'll pick which one is the long noodle. Next is going to be color the letter O. I have that right here. We're introducing the letter O today, so I figured we would do O. And then I recommend coloring it in orange because orange starts with O. Yay! And then for your language and literacy, you're going to build O with the wooden sticks, and then you're going to finger trace it. Start with the magic C, and then go around. Next is going to be predict it. So you're going to show the front cover and title page of a book, read the title, and have your child say what they think will happen in the book. And you're going to read and talk about the book and ask your child what they would tell the author and or illustrator about the book. Next is going to be Wednesday. So Wednesday, we're going to start with prayer, flag salute, calendar, and story. Again, calendar and story linked in the description below. Then you're going to head over to the green book, and we're going kind of out of order with the green book because we've introduced one now. So you're going to do Chicks and Ducks. It's on page 20 and 21. And the goal of this is going to be, sorry, my eye is twitching. The goal of this is going to be, how many chicks do you see? How many ducks do you see? How many legs do the chicks have? So notice how they have 2 legs. How many wings do they have? How many wings do you have? None. The fence has posts. The posts go down into the dirt. The fence has rails. The rails go across. Trace the posts down, start on the arrows, trace the birds and the bird legs that go down, and then trace the rails across. And then from there, they can practice writing the little green, or they can color in green the little grass lines. Again, starting from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, and getting that practice in. Next is going to be tag bag lineup. So you're going to place the tag bags mixed up in a basket in front of your child or just in a stack, and then have your child count starting at 1 and have them try to put them in number order. So inside the tag bags have numbers in them. That's what you're working with, are the numbers inside your tag bags. Next is going to be color the pumpkins and then decorate them into a jack-o'-lantern. So you'll get 2 pumpkins, so they'll get 2 different chances to be able to color the pumpkin. I recommend coloring the pumpkin the same way that we did the pumpkin parts worksheet last week, which is orange for the pumpkin, brown for the stem, green for the tendril. Next thing that you're going to work on is Tortoise and the Hare sentences. So I will read the book Tortoise and the Hare because I have it, and I'm ready to read it for you. So I'll read the sentences slowly, and then they'll read the sentences, or they'll say the sentences quickly. So that would be a call and response type thing, and I will give time for them to respond for that. The next thing is who's the main character, or who's the main one. So you're going to read a story with several main characters, or several characters, and then have your child share their ideas about the main character, direct them to the illustrations, and talk about who does the most of the actions. So having them help to guide where the main character, who the main character is. Next is going to be, I believe we're on Thursday now, so that's going to be prayer, flag salute, calendar, and story. Again, calendar and story linked in the description below. The next thing you're going to do is in your book, it is gray. This is on page 18. Again, you're going to do these, you're going to color, these you're going to finger trace, and then they're going to trace them with the crayon. The goal of this is going to be fine motor skills. Again, on circles, start with that magic Z. Ask how many sides a triangle has, ask how many sides a rectangle has, or a square, whatever shape that, or whatever shapes are on the bottom. The next thing you're going to do is longer and shorter. So have your child compare the noodles from Tuesday's activity with you, and then have them pick a noodle, and then you can pick a noodle, and you can discuss whose noodle is longer or shorter. And then ask them how they know which one is longer or shorter. So again, working on that, line them up and line them up on the bottom, and then have them both stand tall. Next activity is going to be orange paper pumpkin name craft. I didn't know what to call this, so I have a pumpkin here. I'm not going to show you whose name it is that I have on this, but I have it all lined out. What you're going to, or what your child is going to do is they will cut on the lines as best they can. And then from there, what's going to end up happening is they're going to have to put their name in order. And then I have provided a black sheet of paper for you to glue your pumpkin, or have them glue their pumpkin on in their name order. It should like it should auto correct itself or automatically correct itself, because otherwise the pumpkin won't fit together. And then in the bag right here, I also have a little green stem for you to glue on as part of your pumpkin. That is your pumpkin, orange pumpkin name craft. The next thing you're going to do is capital Q sensory letters. So you're going to practice writing the letters in different kinds of materials. So that means fill a shallow pan with shaving cream, take turns writing the letters or write their name. Many other materials are suitable for this activity: sand, flour, sugar, finger paint, liquid, soap, rice. It could be anything like that. We're going to practice Q. You can also review any of the letters that you've done before. Again, use that letter worksheet or the letter, how we write the letters that we had and I sent home last week. And that will help to teach them the correct amount of lines to be able to write with for different things. Next is going to be Friday's activities. And so Friday, it's going to be prayer, flag salute, calendar and story, again, in the description below. Then we're going to do black, which is on page 19. Again, just as a reminder, color, finger trace, start with magic C, have them tell you how many sides the square has and how many sides the rectangle has. Next is going to be looking for lines. This is your math activity. So another way to teach ordinal numbers is to have children look for lines of objects or people around the home. So have them identify the position in a line by saying the ordinal number. So that means if you have an object that has lines on it, then they can count the lines. If you have like a dresser that has the different gaps in it between the drawers, then you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and practice counting those. So basically just getting them counting things in their house. Chair spokes that are on the backs of the chairs, different things like that you can count. The next is going to be the pumpkin number lacing activity. I have a pumpkin pre-cut for you and pre-numbered for you. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this orange yarn that I have also pre-cut for you, and you'll tie it onto one for them. And then from there, what's going to happen is they will lace it across to connect to the next number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth, up to 20. And once they get to 10, they might need help. Or even before that, they might need help. So, but I have this already prepared for you, and the bag is ready to go. And the final activity is I can count my words. So have your child make up their own sentences, and they should say each word slowly, placing 1 counter per word. And then from there, they can say the whole sentence quickly. So I like crayons. I like crayons. And then they know how many words there are in their sentence. So that would be 1, 2, 3. And that's your lesson plans for October 26th through the 30th. Again, if you need any help at all, please reach out to me. Phone number, email, Facebook Messenger, literally anything. I'm available. I'm not necessarily available at the church all the time because, you know, things are coming to an end. So please reach out. Also on October 31st, so on that Saturday, what we're going to be doing is a trunk or treat at the church, 333 Church Road. And we are going to be having or encouraging the kids to dress up. Everyone will be social distanced, everyone will be masked, and everyone will be in gloves and ready to pass out candy to the kids as they come. So it's a way to get your child to still enjoy this really awkward quarantined time of the year. So have a safe week, and I will see you soon.